This is Algebra Lesson 8.2, Exponential Equations. So what we're going to do in this lesson is take those recursive rules, those start, change rules, and we're going to write them as y equals rules instead. So an exponential equation is an equation in the form y equals a times b to the power of x. And actually, I think I'm going to do a times parentheses instead of a times dot, just because sometimes those times dots and the decimal dots get kind of mixed up. But so a times b to the power of x. A is whatever your start was, and b is whatever your change was. So by coming up with our start change equations, we can just plug those values into this equation, and then rather than having to hit enter 10 times after 10 years go by, we can just put power of 10 in for the x. So however many times we were hitting enter, that becomes our exponent. The rules for percent change still apply. So remember, a percent increase, you do 100% plus the percent, and a percent decrease, we do 100% minus the percent. Example A, Seth deposits $200 in a savings account that earns 5% annual interest. Write an exponential equation to model the situation, then calculate his balance after 10 years. So we have our start, we have a 5% increase. I can write my y equals equation. For my percent increase, I remember to do 1 plus 5%, and that value goes in for my change, and then power of x. To calculate the balance after 10 years, before we had to do 200 enter times 1.05 enter, 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 enter. Now instead we can just put that number 10 up for the power, and we get the same answer. So, the old way. Which takes a bit of time. The new way. To the power of 10, and I get the same answer. Example B. At the end of the summer season, bird baths at the Feathered Friends store are marked down 35% each week until they sell. Write an exponential equation to model the situation, then calculate the cost of the bird bath after 4 weeks. So I have my, wow, typo. Well, here's the original cost of a given bird bath. And then we're going to mark it down 35%. So my start then will be $35.99. And to get my change, we'll do 100% minus 35%, which leaves me with 65%. And we'll do that to the power of x. And if I want to know how much a bird bath would cost after 4 weeks of markdowns, we have $35.99 65% of that over 4 markdowns. And that bird bath is only going to cost $6.42. That is it for the notes. Good luck on the exercises, and please let me know if you have any questions.